What is going on, everyone? Derek Hudson here, and this is the one bait you need to have in October, especially on lakes like this one right here. This is the iconic Smith Mountain Lake. It's had several Elite Series fished here. I grew up near this lake. I fished so many tournaments on this lake. It's stocked full of F1s, lots of big bass, lots of big bags come out of this lake every single year. And in October, this is one lure you've got to have on the deck of your boat. A lot of times I've actually taken this one lure and fished the entire day with it, and that is a missile jig. And not just any, not just missile jig, but any jig. A jig gets it done here on a lake like this that's got so many big bass, and a lot of them get up underneath those docks this time of year eating on crayfish and bluegill. You've got to go after those big ones, those 6, 7, 8 pounders with heavy bait casting gear. This water's pretty clear at times, so I like to go with 17 to 20, depending on if I feel like if it's really kind of like it is right now, bluebird, kind of calm, I'll drop down that 17, but then I'll go to that 20. If I feel like the bite's really good and I don't want to take that risk of losing a fish underneath that dock. So I throw it on a Shimano SLX DC reel, as you can see that or not. SLX DC. What the digital control in a DC does is it allows me to skip without having horrible backlashes. If I am pulling up to the dock and I pull it up on it too fast and I make a bad skip, this right here, this reel will save my backlash from being super bad. I put it on my Sticks number 5. This is a 7'4" medium heavy, perfect for skipping. It's got a good little bit of tip. I don't know if you can see it right here. It's got a good little bit of tip. Let's see. Oh, I got it wrapped around my eyes. So you see that. It's got a good little bit of tip, but from about the 4th or 5th guy down, it's stout. It's got a good amount of backbone for driving that hook home on that jig. I personally love the Missile Mini Flip because it is a little more compact. You're gonna get more bites. You're gonna increase your catch ratio because you're gonna get those little ones that are not intimidated by it because it's a little smaller, but you're also gonna catch some big ones on it. This bait right here has a Tatsu heavy wire hook on it, and that I feel like is a big key to this jig. Even though it's finessey and it's a little smaller profile, it has a heavier hook. I don't know if you can see that hook right there. It has a heavier hook. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in. There you go. A heavier hook, really medium to medium heavy weed guard, so you can get around those poles and out of that brush and stuff without getting too horribly hung up. But this right here, if I had to have one bait to put on the deck of my boat to win tournaments on this body of water and many bodies of water like this across the central United States, a jig. A jig is the way to go. The Missile Mini Flip is my go-to choice. It has a P head. I don't know if you can see that. It's a P head, so it's kind of in between an arky, in between a round. So it comes through brush, comes through rocks, comes through everything pretty good. It is kind of like a all you want to do jig right here. So the Missile Mini Flip, paired up with a little big chunk. This is the Mini D chunk. I'm gonna get my hands on the new micro D bombs and try them on this bait, but you can get the best of both worlds. You can catch those big fish and catch those numbers. So get out there, catch you some big bass, skipping underneath docks, and tie this on. You will not be sorry. Thank you all, and God bless you all.